Hi there BookTube, it's Emma from Emma's Bookish Lifestyle, and today is a book review video. This is on a book that I received through a Goodreads giveaway from Pickus, and the title of the book is Gillian Macmillan's The Perfect Girl. The synopsis on the back describes it as, to everyone who knows her, Zoe Maisie, child genius, musical sensation, is perfect. Yet several years ago, Zoe caused the death of 3 teenagers. She served her time and now she's free. Her story begins with her giving the performance of her life. By midnight, her mother is dead. Now, this is a family thriller and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. It's very much an off-the-shelf, straight into the story kind of a book, which sometimes is just what you need. It takes you by the hand and leads you straight into the story. So we first see Zoe about to perform extremely well for the first time in public since her imprisonment in the unit, which is a teenage unit, obviously not a proper prison, but she served time in this particular unit. Now, when we see her, she's about to do this massive performance and she's sharing the limelight with her stepbrother Lucas, who obviously we learn a bit more about as we go along through the story. I'm not going to give too many spoilers away, but basically an event occurs at the show whereby one of the fathers of the 3 teenagers that died turns up and basically makes a public scene, and this triggers a chain of events based around her mother's protection of her, but also her mother's inability to be completely honest about what has happened in Zoe's life and why the turn in Zoe's life has taken the way it has. What the book does do is it takes you very much through the events that trigger the deaths of these 3 teenagers. Now, there are some graphic descriptions, not overly graphic, but there are some sort of brutal page descriptions. I would say maybe a page or two, where it describes her involvement in this event and what triggers this event in her life. What it also does is take you through the family dynamics. So it takes you through her family relationship after the event, what happens when she is collected by the police, what happens with her relationship with her solicitor, with her parents, and the decisions that they make leading up to her incarceration for this particular set of events. After that, obviously subsequent to the concert, we're then now looking at her new family dynamic, something that her mum refers to frequently as the second chance family, in inverted commas. This is very much almost like a fake portrayal of a family. It's almost as if the events from both sides, so both from the stepfather and stepbrother's side, and also from Zoe's side and her mother Maria's side, that they're both holding back secrets that will have obviously quite a major impact on the way that the family moves forward from here. The main trigger event obviously being the interruption of Mr. Barlow, one of the fathers of the deceased children, who bombards the concert and basically is a means to the catalyst of events that follow. So when he comes in, he obviously triggers these events, and the book follows that right the way through. For 3/4 of the way of the book, it very much is based on these catalyst triggered items that happen. Without giving too much away, I'm trying really hard not to give spoilers. There is a spoiler review on my Goodreads if you're interested, but I know that a lot of people like to find out for themselves, so I don't want to put a spoilered version on here for you. And from that point on, as I say, 3/4 of the book explains the outcomes and the impacts on the family. And I was completely and utterly engrossed in it. I couldn't put it down. Thoroughly loved it, and I would highly recommend it. I gave it 4 stars. I wouldn't say it's an outstanding read. It is your kind of day-to-day family thriller, but I like that. And it's a style of writing that is very easy to relax to after a hard day of work, and just is thoroughly enjoyable. I will consider now picking up more of the author's books. Gillian Macmillan, I mean, I don't know how many books she's got in her back catalogue. Let me have a quick look. Oh, it doesn't actually say. So probably only a couple, I would think. She looks like she's quite a new author. So highly recommend Gillian Macmillan, The Perfect Girl. If you've got any questions or you'd like to ask me anything in regard to this book, then please do not hesitate to leave something in the comments below. I'd love to know what your thoughts were if you've read it, and let's start up a conversation. I haven't had a chance to say big thank you to everybody who's welcomed me onto BookTube so far. BigTube. I'm trying really hard to do these videos in one edit. It probably shows. I'm also a newbie in that I'm not 100% set up yet with a proper video camera and tripod, although I have a cunning plan yet to be announced. I look forward to speaking to you soon. I hope you're all well. Take care. Happy reading. Speak to you soon. Bye.